So the battery is like the heart of your wheelchair, and it's really important to know how the heart behaves so that we can best look after it. So the battery can be considered like a person or a child or a plant. It needs a lot of attention in those early days, but it also needs a lot of attention after that. You need to put a lot of time and investment, particularly in that first month, to make sure that you have a long life from your battery.
We like to use this chart to explain the life of the battery and how it behaves over its life. On the bottom axis, there are cycles. This is a charging cycle. So in the first bracket, there are 0 to 20, which could be 0 to 20 charges. And in most people's terms, that's 0 to 20 days. Along the vertical axis, it lists the capacity of the battery. And that's the ability for that battery to reach full charge. So you can see in the first 0 to 20 cycles, the battery is formatting. So when you buy your battery and it's new, it's only got 80% of its capacity when going through a full charge cycle. After 20 full charge cycles, it's most likely going to be reaching its peak capacity, and it stays in that state for 100 to 400 cycles. After 400 cycles, you may see a decline in the battery's capacity to reach full charge, and that can occur between 400 and 800 cycles.
We like to just make a comment that batteries just don't stop working, particularly a gel battery. Lithium batteries do behave like that, but not these ones. However, the gel batteries do degrade over time, and we'd like to tell you a little bit more about how they might degrade a little bit quicker. Depending on how well you take care of your batteries and how you use your wheelchair, could mean that the batteries degrade faster than what you're normally used to. For example, you've potentially now got an off-road wheelchair, and so you could be taking your chair onto the sandy beaches, onto the sand dunes, over mountains, in bushwalks. You could be taking them anywhere. And just like a human being, you could go for a walk on a flat surface and go all day, but if you start climbing hills and walking on soft sand, you get tired faster, and so you need to charge yourself up more, or provide yourself with more energy. And that's exactly what we're doing to your battery. So you can expect from a typical person, if you think about your friends and family, if they're going to the beach for the day, they can cope with a slow walk along the beach and last there all day. However, if you're going to go sand duning, you're probably only going to last a couple of hours, and this is exactly how your wheelchair behaves. So at Magic Mobility, we try and give you the best experience possible. We really pride ourselves in the quality of the components that we put into our wheelchair. So the batteries that we put in are a high quality gel battery, and we expect to get good performance from them. We don't cut corners, we don't put cheap Chinese batteries in there. So you can expect, with a good run-in period, good charging cycle practices, and informing yourself on how your wheelchair behaves, how the gauge behaves according to where you're going, you should expect a very long life out of your batteries. So I've only just touched on the surface of how far can my chair go and how far will my batteries last. We do have another video with a few more tips if you'd like to continue watching. Thanks.